Greetings, world and family. Welcome to this new episode of Lightning a Thrice. I am Gargar.
I am Richard.
I'm a 10, I guess.
No, we fucked it up all over again. You were supposed to say you're Richard.
Oh,
But how
oh,
can I say
so I was
Richard?
Maten, was I?
He
I
said he was
see.
Richard.
Did we mess it up, Maten?
I got
Oh,
confused.
okay, hold on. Let's start all over again.
Oh,
Greetings, world. I am Gargar.
I am. Who am I again, Maten?
Meten.
I'm
you're
Maten.
a 10. I'm
Meten,
Richard.
who are you?
I'm Richard.
Oh, wow. That
Who
worked
are
so
you?
well.
That doesn't
So
make any
smooth.
sense. That's brilliant. He said, Maten, who are you?
Welcome, Femi. We are having a beautiful Friday today, and we are doing our episode a little earlier because I believe Matan, the real Matan, you down there, the stud with the long hair, rock star. Yes, you are busy traveling, perhaps.
I was. Now I'm back home.
Okay, you're back home. So you were traveling, being a musician.
I was recording my new doom metal album, which will be out who knows when. But just recording and putting some songs together that I've written the past couple of months. And
So what do
yeah,
you do as a musician for the Femi?
whatever's needed. I mean, drums or guitar. My buddy does bass guitar, piano, and synthesizer. I do I do everything else. But right now our drums are both in storage. Both of us have our drum sets in storage, so we're just doing drum tracks. But right now I'm just doing the rhythm guitar and maybe some of the soloing. I haven't figured out the soloing yet, so
And it
so
does
yeah,
it sound hot?
it sounds like yeah, it sounds like really cool, like doomy, just almost like how would I describe it? Just like really fun,
Foreplay.
almost surf rock at times, but sometimes a little more metal with the riffing, with the intense riffing, and really repetitive, sometimes drony, but really fun, and intense. Yeah, it's good.
Well, yay!
Superb.
And
I'm
how are
looking to
you, my
get.
Gar?
I am absolutely brilliant. I went fishing for the first time in about 6 months, and I feel 100 years old now from walking up the bank, lugging all my gear around, and so yeah. But I do
Hmm?
have to say a big thank you to Pam because Pam,
Yay.
darling, she sent me a gift, and she sent me a silver dragon.
Oh,
Oh, isn't
What?
that beautiful?
What is that? A silver coin, like a 1 ounce?
yeah, with
No,
a dragon serpent.
it's a rough cast, pure silver dragon. It feels about an ounce and a half, 2 ounces. Amazing.
That's
Just
amazing.
one side, but absolutely beautiful. So Pam, mwah, thank you very much. You're a
Pam's a
star.
Great,
sweetheart, isn't
Oh,
she?
great.
beautiful. Absolutely.
To
And
be
you know,
grateful for what we do and
yeah,
deliver, and being grateful to like want to share something personal like that is of absolute beauty.
what's
Pam,
that?
our
What's that round
sister.
your neck, Richard?
Well, yes, I did get a gift this morning. I went to my mailbox and I got a beautiful gift from our Wendy, Wendy Keeley. Am I saying your last name right? Let me put my eyeballs on. Yes, Keeley. So it is a necklace formed in silver, but it's a dragon eye. And it's gold like my Trans Am Firebird because I'm all into the Golden Republic. But it is a dragon's eye. And Wendy, I love you. Merci,
Pam,
mon amour.
Wendy, thank you very much. You guys are absolute stars. We really do appreciate you guys. It's the best family in
Yes,
the world. You are the best.
so much the best. And again, I repeat myself, everyone loves to feel loved, and it's not necessarily that we need, like, I don't need gifts. But when the gifts, they come, they show us, like the great appreciation. And that's like a gift. Like, I want to send you something that means something to me because I see your message. And that's where the gift really is inside that message, beyond the actual gift.
Yes. Yeah.
So thank you, Femi.
Yeah. I can feel the love coming off my dragon, which is lovely. I've just got to come up
Yay!
with just got to come up with a name for the dragon now. Just got to come up with a name.
What's the name?
Well, I don't know yet. I've got to think on that one.
Well, I got an S, I got an H, I got an A, shat, shat. I got a T, shat, shat. I got an R, shat, Reese, shat Reese. I think the name is Shat Reese or Shat Rice, Shat Reese.
Shat Rice. Shat Rice.
Yeah, that's
I
what
was
I
actually
got.
getting an SH as well, SHA. So there we go. Shat Reese. Thank you very
Shat
much.
Reese!
Shat Reese.
Woo!
Anyway,
Don't
we're meant
worry,
to be.
Matan. I'm gonna send you a little gift.
Well, I'm here crying. I'm like, "Oh, I didn't get anything." Oh, maybe next time.
Everyone loves you too, Maten. So we've got a show to do, so I suppose we should stop gabbling on, and
Yes, let's rock and roll.
and we should let Maten have the floor, and talk to about some dates, and what you think's we're coming up, and then Richard can pull some cards, which the Femi love.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. So for the first one, I won't bring up a chart because I'm just going to discuss now, and then we'll go into the full moon chart on June 11th. We'll break, of course, and give Richard a chance to throw us down some cards, and then for Gary too. So I'm going to do a general intro. So this general intro, and then I'll go over full moon, new moon, and the squares with Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune, and and we'll see what else fun we can get into. So for the general intro, this is what it is. This is what it is. So we're entering a threshold, a new threshold, and it really is beginning with the sun going into Gemini for multiple reasons and layerings, which Gary's going to help me with in a minute. And what that means is that right now the planet um, Jupiter is in Gemini, but it's going to go into Cancer mid-month, and that's going to create a whole like new kind of presence of energy. Jupiter is like Zeus. It's kind of a dominating energy, but it's also very expansive and it's very it gives a lot. It's benefic, but it
Mm,
also can be too extreme and too much. And it's going to go into Cancer. So it's going to be about family, about taking care of the family, about really bringing us all together in such a way where we communicate with clarity, because that's what Gemini is about, communication, communicating
mm,
both the past and the future and the present. And in July, Uranus is going to go into Gemini, and that's going to be on July 7th. And that is really going to signify the new threshold even more powerfully because Uranus rules innovation and Gemini does rule technology. So we're seeing this summer more evidence of this transition from all this AI tech, from a kind of polaric presentation, a duality of for us to respond to and a choice of whether we're going to go this way or that way.
mm,
And it's coming to us in the form of a choose your own adventure, choosing what to focus on, for example. Are we going to focus on the delusional narratives that they're trying to put on us every day, or our own individuated Saturn and Aries warrior narratives that we're making our own identity and sharing with
mm,
others with clarity from the Gemini effects on the planets? And so we're choosing to either merge with technology or master it. We're choosing to observe what's occurring or be absorbed
mm,
by it. We're choosing to know what we know or to be stuck in the prisons of belief systems.
mm,
We're choosing to speak clear and from our authentic center, our authentic heart center, or are we going to be talking heads replaced by AI that can say it better? These are
mm,
the polaric dualistic choices we have that Gemini presents to us. And this is the new threshold of us being almost tested to see if we can retain our humanity against this copycat mechanisms that are attempting to
mimicking,
really displace us, but to really just test us with adversity. Can we remain human? Can we be strong in our communication? It cannot overpower our soul expression. But if we are not expressing from the soul and spirit, it will overpower them, those who are not there. And so I'll leave that for you guys to respond to, and then we'll go on to the next if there's anything.
No, that's awesome. I mean, what we're talking about is a duality of choices to go down a road that may not resonate with you personally, or to go down the road that's your true calling and your true self. And this duality is part of our learning experience and how we learn and grow. Because I'm sure it's not going to be a totally smooth road when we're talking about AI being involved and potentially taking people over, as in they get fully immersed into this new world almost. And so this is about lessons and taking those lessons and growing from them. You know, that's what I'm hearing. Is that what you?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like you said, Gary, we only grow through adversity. Essentially, that's what you're saying. Like
Yeah,
we have to struggle the struggle is what makes us, because we have to push through the falsities and the veneer and the shyness of like presenting ourselves as we are in all our authenticities, and that's penetrating through all the fear that's being programmed every second, with all these narratives that are just loops that don't make any sense, that are looping our emotions into some polaric game of highs and lows, and it's all fucking bullshit. None of it's true.
yeah.
It's only true in its effect of lying to us, and constantly gaslighting us.
Well, it's like
So,
what Richard's been talking about, isn't it? Not looking backwards, looking forwards, but being authentic in yourself. You know, if you want to look at the dark things, do, but don't expect us to hold your hand while we do it, because we've done that and we want to move away from that. You know, I mean, that's a message you've been giving for a while now, isn't it, Richard?
It is, and for a while. What is a while? 2 months, maybe. Like I just had that sudden realization, tapping into my inner flame, my higher self over soul. I'm just done. I just realized, and I know, Femi, I can sound like a broken record because often I mention this in the videos, but maybe there's new subscribers, maybe there's new watchers. The thing is, we are past, we are already anchored, into 5D right now. So everyone is always saying, like, when is it going to snap? When is the RV? When is this? When is that? I get you. I feel you. I love you with all of my heart. But the problem is if we revisit always the past and we go look at all the trauma that was done, we are stuck in traffic. So that's why it's not like this. So, all three of us here, your divine masculine presence, are here. We create a show and we have conversations, but that's what it is. We are a new energy. Okay. I agree with you, Gaga. I don't want to talk about any of the past anymore. We know about such words as ad adrene, ad chrome. Like I'm never gonna do another video on that subject. I cry because I see, I feel, and then I'm demolished. So what happens after? So yes, okay, I tapped into it once again. I bring the information, but then I lower my frequency. Then I'm stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
And for all of us who have a platform, it is our mission to be more golden. We do not have to rehash that trauma. I say, let's cure that trauma. Let's change its language.
I mean, for me, as the observer of both your channels, Maten's as well, Maten not only does amazing readings on the human design, he also reads books. And these books have profound meanings. And they're about often the intricacies and the different layers of society and how things fit together. And they're almost a history lesson of where we've been.
Yes.
But we've been there. We need to learn from that and use that knowledge to move forward, not stay in that stuck area. And it's the same with you, Richard. You know, when we do our Rocking Pandora's Box, we always
Yes.
try and put a different slant onto something that everybody else is doing because we don't
Yes.
want to be the same. But we also look back at history and we look at it, but not in the darkness, but so we can learn from that, so that when we see the same patterns coming up, we can learn from those patterns and say no more. And this is exactly what Maten was just talking about with what's coming up with was it Gemini, wasn't it, Maten?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And Gemini is the twin scales. It's the duality of life. And we always have choices. And and that choice is your choice. It's not my choice. It's not Richard's choice. It's not Maten's choice. It's your choice on what you want to do and what you want to experience. But also the harder choice is often the one that's the best for you, because from that you learn and grow. And there's I'm going to butcher this, but this came to mind. This come down to me. There's an old saying, wasn't it? Easy times make soft men, hard times make hard men. And what that means is that when everything's easy, you ain't growing, you're not developing. And when things are tough and hard, it forces you to look at yourself and those around and take that step forward. And so, you know, be very wary. You have an easy road and a harder road. The easy road is often not the one to take.
There was never the road to take that one. No, never. You
Yeah,
don't grow from that one. Yes, Maten, you were saying?
it's almost like there was a great analogy in the Matrix books early on where it said those who take the wide road, right, the easy road, later on end up on a road that has hardly any room on it at all, because it starts to, and it said those who take the thin road, or the road that it is already like this, that path will open up at the end.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, certainly. I mean, we see it in many ways where when we give our power away freely to those who do not have our best interests, only their interests, the path gets narrow very quickly. Oh, I'm in light again.
Yeah, I just saw it too. The major blue just came in. Yeah.
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 So when we give our power away, our options become very, very narrow very quickly. And yet when we say no, we're not giving our power away, we start to develop and open up. And that's a big, big thing. Big thing.
All right, guys,
Well, that is a great awakening. That's what we're all going through right now. Every sentient being, we're going through this right now. We're all wired differently. Okay. It doesn't make anyone more specific or more better than the other. No, 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 no. We're all one and the same because we're all fragments of creation, creators, living different experiences. But that's what it is. We're bloody online. See, I said bloody. That's your expression, my God. Bloody hell, yay!
It's the one.
And so that's what's happening. And these are beautiful times. But I'd like to know, Matan, more about how you see, because you're tapping into the Gemini season right now, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So
Okay,
So yes.
so
This
before
guy.
before I go into the Gemini symbol, I'm going to go to in a minute, but I want to just note that a reminder that the North Node is in Pisces right now, and the South Node is in Virgo. So the emphasis and what I've been experiencing with my friends, and I've talked about it with some Virgo friends as well, what we're experiencing is that we are like we have no control. Like our plans just unravel. We're planning to do this, but all of a sudden we need to make a right, we want to go left, we want to go right, then we make a left. So we can't control anything through our minds right now. And we're not meant to at this time until next year, until maybe mid next year, as long as North Node is in Pisces, we have to trust our intuition. We have to trust ourselves in the dark and have faith in the veil that Neptune is putting over us and not try to penetrate that veil, but just trust our own guidance system and just allow ourselves not to know, not to be stuck here, just not to know what's happening at times. And that's really what it is. And a big transition of that is happening on June 14th when the nodes switch from the gates of Pisces and Virgo switch from 36 and 6 to 22, the gate of grace, and 47, the gate of oppression. And what that means is we're going to move away from focuses on relationships, on close relationships, to a focus on mundane and trivial matters and how we can be present with our own grace and authenticity in the trivial, everyday, mundane realities. And we will be experiencing more constrictions. And within those constrictions and oppressions, we're going to still have to do our best to retain ourselves with grace and authenticity. And that's going to be the challenge. That's going to be till December. And then right now, as we're going through like the Gemini pillars, right, of Jocham and Boaz, as we're walking through those two pillars, what we're experiencing is like Gary brings up so eloquently and clearly on his channels, the whole symbolism of Janus and how Gemini is like a sign that doesn't always seem to fit in the astrological cycle of the 12 signs because it's right there between the beginning and the father and the mother signs, Leo, Cancer, Aries. But Gemini is a very strange, it's almost like a bridge. Virgo is the main bridge of the personality and the soul in the 12 signs, but Gemini stands as a bridge on its own. And it's a bridge from the self to communicating with the other. So it's about articulation and voice. And it's also about being able to look at the future and look at the past and be in the present and communicate what's present. And that sounds really mundane, but really it's finding yourself at a center. And so the symbolism of Janus that Gary, you want to share with us really touches that kind of essence.
Yeah, well, obviously I go on about Janus a lot, being a twin-headed or four-headed god. And I'm not going to use the names, but I am going to do the symbology. Janus is either two sides of a male, X and X, or is male and female at the same time, X and Y. And so what you get is in the X and Y stage, and is you get two different versions and two different viewpoints of something that can see backwards and forwards, but as a different perspective of that. And so, depending on your viewpoint, looking forward can be the Y, or looking forward can be the X, and you have the choice to decide which way round you want the polarity to be. Where, so, how can I put this? It's like you have to be authentic to yourself and know yourself. And this is part of the inner work that we talk about. And this is part of the of almost your connection to your higher self. And I think Rich is going to be doing something in the future on higher self, which will be worth looking at, people, Femi, honestly. But when you have a connection with your higher self and you're at peace with yourself, the push and the pull of the duality has less and less effect because you're authentic and you're living in your body.
Mm.
You're not in your head. You're not allowing others to pull you from one side to the next. You're just treading your path and knowing who you are and what you want out of that. And for me, that's the duality. You know, you every time we go from one place to another, we're going through a doorway,
Mhm.
and that doorway is Janus. You know, there's so yes. Behind Maten, he's got twin doors on his tapestry.
Janice is right there, and then the Querent with the sword, and his armor,
Yeah.
looking which arcway
Hmm.
passed
I
through.
don't see anything. Anyone can see that clearly. Can you explain again, Matan?
Okay, just a second.
Repoint. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna make
Please,
sure.
please. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bully you. It's because I can't see my
No,
my
totally. No,
brother.
I don't
Yeah.
take it personally. I'm just trying to set you up so you guys can see it. Okay,
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's better.
if you look here, you have the Querent right there. It's hard to see, but there's a Querent with a armor and a sword, and then there's two gateways, and
Yeah.
each gateway is a Latin quote. And on this right-hand side gateway, there's a image of Janus. There's two faces, or just a being with two faces. And then on this side, there's a different symbol. Hold on, where's my hand? Yeah, and I can use my cursor. So the Janus image is here on this archway, here. And then on this right here, we have the Querent with his sword.
We
And
can't
then
see
on
your
this, there's
cursor.
another archway. You can see the cursor?
No, can't see the cursor.
No, we can't see it.
Okay, so
You'll have to use your finger. That's
Yeah,
it.
use your finger.
okay,
Finger
so
it.
here's one gateway, and this gateway is one gateway, and the other side, this one here, has the Janus symbolism on
Okay, I
top.
get that. Yeah.
And then the Querent is right here in the center. He's like a knight in armor, and he has his
Oh my
sword.
God, he almost looks like crucified with his head looking down. Do you not see
Yeah,
what I'm seeing?
yeah.
Yeah.
And over here is a triangle maze. It's like a maze of the mind. And then on top of that, there's more symbolism of like a rooster.
I see. Well, it looks almost like those what are they? A phoenix or a griffin?
Yes, a griffin. That's
A
it. That's it.
griffin. It looks like a griffin.
Griffin.
Is that a griffin? It looks like a griffin.
It looks like it, but the head is very roosterish. But it does have
Okay.
wings like a dragon or a
Yeah.
griffin. And there's more symbols. And the name of this is called House of Geminis. So it's Gemini
Which
symbolism.
is you. You're a Gemini, right?
No. I have Mars in Gemini, but I'm
Okay.
not I'm a Virgo sun. But
Yeah,
I do have Mars in Gemini.
because when we have Gemini coming into power, we always have the scales, the duality, the scales, and that I think it's Gemini's blindfolded. Like isn't justice very similar to Gemini in the way it's portrayed? The symbology, or am I thinking of the wrong thing?
With the blindfold?
Blindfold, holding the
Oh,
scales.
oh, maybe in the ancient
You're
that's
talking
Libra.
about the
That's
tarot
more Libra.
cards right now?
No,
That's
no.
more
Oh, okay.
That's more Libra symbolism though. That's
Oh,
why
is it
he's
more
mentioned
Libra? Right. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's more Libra symbolism, yeah.
But
But
yeah.
yeah,
But
so I didn't interrupt you, Gary.
no,
As you
no,
were
no. It's
saying.
fine. But we have this choice. We can go through one gateway or another gateway, and the Janus symbolism was so strong during Roman times that Roman legionnaires during peace times had to go through one archway, and in war times they had to go through another archway because it was bad luck to go through one or the other. And that's why when you see these old archways in the centre of places like Arc de Triomphe, you got two archways. Well, originally people that walked through one or the other, depending on the symbology of each one. And that's where we are
Hmm.
at the moment. You've got two choices. You can walk through one or you can walk through the other. Put it in its most simple way. The twin pillars behind. Choice. Which pillow do you want to? Which one do you want to
So I
take?
can't remember what yeah, symbolism is
Yeah.
similar. Yeah.
So,
Okay. Um,
have you got some charts for us that we could?
yeah, I know where running on time, so maybe we'll just do one chart. We'll see. But if we do chart, let's do this one. So this is the chart for, it's the June 11th, June 10th full moon in Sagittarius. Let me move you guys over here so I can actually see the numbers. So this is with the sun in gate 45. As you guys can see, there's only one channel active, and that's right here from the sacral center to the G center. The sacral center is our energy center, and the G center is our magnetic monopole. It's our ability to know our direction in life. And
Okay.
right here we have this collective channel here, the gate 5, which is time, and then gate 15, which is love of humanity. And we put those together and we have a channel called the channel of flow. And that channel is all about, all mammals have it. So it's a channel about being in the flow, in the natural flow of the universe. And those who have that channel, out of all three of us, I think I'm the only one that has it. I'm not sure if any two have it, maybe, but I'm not sure. I think I just have it. And what that channel means is that, for example, I have to have my daily rituals. I have to be in nature a lot because that's
Yeah.
what really grounds me and makes me feel in flow. But this is for all of us though, because during this full moon, this is the channel that the transit planets are going to create. So we're all going to feel this energy. So on June 10th, June 11th, during this full moon, and there's a lot of things happening around that time. The Jupiter's going to square both Neptune and Saturn a couple days later. And so this is a time for us to make the time to take a walk in nature, like Gary likes to do, to record his videos, take a walk, enjoy, see everything around you, see the colors, smell the flowers and the roses, and just really immerse yourself in that environment. Because in contrast, we have this digital environment and we want to be in balance, we don't want to be consumed by looking at the artifice, instead of the real beautiful kind of painting or canvas of reality.
Yes.
So that's what it is, you guys. That's what it is. I don't want to over talk too much
No, I
about it.
think you're so beautiful when
Beautiful.
you talk. It's like poetic. I can see the musician in you, and although you're into death metal, I'm into heavy metal. You're into death metal, but that poetic, like that like I can see the mind element in you. And you're like reconnecting, you're grounding yourself recently. I can feel it. Because Gay has got your back, bitch. Yeah, she loves you. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's what it is. Do you want to throw some cards down on that, Richard? Let's see what other
Yes, of
energies.
course. But what is the question I'm going to ask?
What is the energy?
Would it be the importance of the balance of where we're going currently, and the importance of being out in nature and being authentic to yourself? Would that be the
Yeah, that's good. Higher self, or soul and universe, please tell me everything I need to see. Higher self, inner flame. I want to know everything. Okay, so we got one card. So we got the higher ground at warring with the 7 of Wands right here. So that's a yes. That's the first card. Okay, so then we're sponsored by Gaia, Mother Nature. What did I say to you right now, my beautiful rock star Meten? Gaia supports you. All right. So see, we got another. We got a few. Follow your intuitions. This is the Witch of the Tarot, the Queen of Wands. I am an oracle. I am a seer. All of us right now, there is so much going on. Then in regards to the creepy crawlies, that is my Khazarian Rothschild, Prince Pig Vomit of whatever in England. Let's see what else. Okay, we got 2. The Lovers, the government, something is falling down at the heartbeat, the Lovers. Then we do have fast moving, the Chariot, it being the fastest moving card of the tarot deck. It's a hell of a story, guys. And I'm going to go over it one more time after, like, together. It's just that now I'm going like, what did you want to give me as a nickname, Gar?
well, you're quick drawer, aren't you?
Uh-huh. All right, let's see for the future. So for the future, we do have in a time of illusion, delusion, smoke and mirrors, everyone is very perplexed and confused to all the emotional knowledge. It's too much. We don't even know what to focus on. And then we have the Three of Wands. With the Two of Wands, Femi, we have made the plans of a new restored republic. With the three, you're just waiting. Come here, come hither, ship, so I can travel on to you. And then we end last night. Because this is a good card. Okay, so that's the ninth, last and final card. That means that humanity is so done. We're so finished. We're hanging by a thread. It's been grueling. It's been hard labor, but we're all survivors. We're all rock stars. We never dropped that last one. Why? Because we're exactly that, a rock star. Clarifying spread. All right, so let's go. We got this one. Off-world energy coming in to rebalancement. The meek will inherit the earth. Then we got the heartbeat, higher self. Okay, coming out of a slumber, the dark night of the soul, off-world energy, being enlightened after being a bear in winter in the cavern, coming out of spring, be enlightened. I see. Calling to all the sailors at sea, come to the light, right? And then we're going to end with this sexy little card. Yeah, it's a new day, a new dawn, one of a total abundance, the page of pineapples. That's a new chapter. It's one that has generosity in the sense of abundance. Yes, it can be financial, but this is not the concept right now about financial. Financial goes with emotional. Emotional goes with physical and spiritual. This is a new day, a new dawn. This card or the Fool is the same. Now, let me go grab my golden major arcanas for my golden major beauties, which is you, the Femi. And let's go see. Wow. There's a lot here. First one, everything's going to flip-flop in our fortune with the Wheel of Fortune. We go to Vegas, we win the jackpot, and we come back victorious. Second one, my hat, we got the sun. We are happy. The happiest mother blipping card of the tarot deck. I try not to swear. Sometimes it slips, Femi. Because, okay, you're richer. Yeah, you know me through videos. But you who come to one-on-one Zoom see me like I wear glasses and I swear like a sailor. But I try not to in videos in case there are children. Okay, I got some that fell. 2, flip the hair. Like a slut. What did I get? Okay, so I got the Wheel of Fortune, everything flip-flops, going to Vegas, winning. Then we got the Sun, happiest card. In regards to the Khazarian Mafia that has these creeps, I don't even want to talk about them anymore. And then we have ongoing healing, permanent healing. Rock and roll. Yeah. Did you like it? I don't know. I went fast.
No, that was an awesome reading. Yeah. I mean, for me, that just showed the importance of your own integrity and the importance of following your own path and not being pulled off from other different directions by the latest new shiny thing, Yes,
that used to be the old guard, creepy crawly, like pig vomit. Bye-bye.
Yeah. But the last 3 cards that you did of the pool, when you got like the clarifiers before the golden, those 3 were very, very interesting because they were. Can you just show them again? The last 3 that you...
Okay, of the golden there were 5.
No, not the golden. No, the last 3 of your main pool.
Okay, the clarifying
clarifiers.
Yes, they're still here. Thank you, because I didn't put him away yet. So yeah, it's off-world energy coming in order to rebalance. The meek will inherit the earth. Then at the center, it's off-world energy that is everyone that is here because we are all off-world energy coming out of a slumber, the dark night of the soul, calling to all the sailors, come back home. I got the bloody information. And then we got Leg the Fool, A New Day, A New Dawn. This is the page of pineapples. It is a start over. This all together, we got off-world, we got off-world, we got a beginning. Can you say reincarnation? Can you say the golden backed era? This is a gold coin. This is Gaia's new rebirth. I can't make this shit up, guys.
No, I mean, for me, those three cards, the first two with the off-world and the you know, the guidance holding the light.
Yeah, the hermit.
The hermit.
Yeah, the hermit.
I see that as my higher self or the higher self. So the hermit has always been the higher self.
Yes.
We have
Yes.
off-world opportunities with the higher self to start something new, which takes us into a golden thing. But we're the ones that have to make the right choice.
It has to be us, and that's where it's important not to stay stuck in yesterday's traffic. We are all respective of everyone in like the collective. Okay, so we are because we are made of love, but snap out of it. We know about the blood, we know about everything. Let's move forward.
Now, we've got 15 minutes, Richard. If Maten's quick, do you think we could get another one in 15 minutes? Quick.
To whom, Meten or me?
You, because you've got to be.
I can do whatever you want. Oh yeah, I'm rapid fire, bitches.
Yeah. So no, it's fine. This is an adult program, by the way. So Maten, would you like to pull up another chart, whichever one you feel is the most?
Well, first I want to know, Meten, how did you feel about my reading?
You said so. I wrote down sorry, some of the things you noted, and one was, I think you had picked two cards. One was a prince, and then the lover's card, and you said something is falling down. Now,
The government.
This was really interesting to me because at the end of the month, when the sun begins to go into Cancer, Jupiter's going to go into Cancer, and so we're going to hit extremes because it's going to go into gate 15, which rules extremes. So it rules like multiple directions, things going from one extreme to another. And the extremes really are, in essence, us trying to forge our new paths, but then there being constraints on going this way or that way. So there's going to be a huge tension that's going to come about with us and our new directions because, you know, no one's clear on what the clear path is. So we all have to find a path. And if there's obstructions in the way, you know, we got to move it out the way. We got to, you know what I mean? Or we have to work through those narrow passages. So what I'm seeing, though, overall, the month is very powerful for us to present ourselves and go our own way. Aries, you know, pioneer our new way of being without listening, you know, to all the nonsense. And yet at the end of the month, with Jupiter having gone in to Cancer and the squares, the tension, I just feel that there is going to be a little build into the new moon at the end of the month, you know, as we go into the to the gates of stillness, gate 52 at the end of the month, so that we're going to need to be able to stay in a certain calm and a certain neutral space or observant space, because there are some things building on the geopolitical. We're not interested in that, but there are things falling, and it could be huge at the end of this month as we start to really see some things crumble. And so that, yes, that's what I got from, you know, that's just one little parcel I took from all that you shared.
Thank you, buddy.
Awesome.
I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So have you got another chart we can just have a quick look at, and then one last card reading? I think we just got enough time.
All right, let's do it.
Let's rock and roll.
Oh yeah, baby.
So this is the chart for the end of the month. and you can see there's no centers defined. And so we're not very clear on the energy, and this will be relative to everyone's chart, of course, too, to see where your gates connect, with the transit planets and where they are and what that creates for you. But we do know that the major themes with the sun in gate 52 and the moon, this is the new moon chart, so this is the 25th. We know the major theme is with this gate of stillness, and this is gate 52. So what it means the ability to stay in a place and be grounded and solid. And so for those of you who don't always experience this gate, take the opportunity to really sit and allow yourself to ground. You might feel like you're a person that just jumps around and never stays still, but not during this new moon at the end of the month. No matter what chaos is going on, just allow this energy in and allow yourselves to ground. It's a really powerful time to really center yourself and be in your own body. For me, I have gate 9, but I don't have 52. So it's hard for me to stay still. I'm always wanting to do something, and then I go do something, and then, oh, I could do this, and then I do something else, and then I don't know what I was doing in the first place. So I really like when I have the 52 around, because it helps me kind of get grounded into whatever space or environment that is. And that's what it is. The 52 stillness, that's the end of the month. Like I said, there's other planetary configurations happening. Whatever we do this month, do it with grace. Whether you're suffering through something or working through something or struggling or really free flowing and allowing your intuition to shine through, whatever it is, just do it
Call
with
your
grace.
higher self.
Bring
Number
it in.
10.
Bring it higher self.
I've got
Yeah,
a question. How common is it to have no centers defined? Is this a quite uncommon chart? Does this represent the opportunity because everything's open? Does that mean that everything is open and everything's on the table?
I would say so, Gary, because it's almost like, because I know you're asking like, because if it's not so common, then it's more allowance for the energy to move and not get stuck, right? Because when we see, when we see those colored centers in the chart, we know that's where people get stuck,
Yeah.
but it's also them. It also represents who they are. So it's okay for someone to be, if they have a mental center, it's okay for them to be there, but just they have to be in their other centers too. You know what I mean? Like we all do. So I think that on some level, it's more common than not with the transit gates to have everything open, because remember, it's only one column. We're only getting the personality. When we have our human design charts, we're looking at two charts, our personality and our design. And that's why most of us have a lot of defined centers. But in the transit charts, it's actually more common to be fully open like this. But this is a new moon chart, so what is hard to see, it's easier to see in astrology, but we haven't developed a human design chart where you could, I guess in the mandala, in the mandala, you could see the multiple planets in one particular place. So I'll do that next time. I didn't think to do the mandala for this one, but I'll do it next time. So this gate right here, if you guys can't see my cursor, can you see my cursor?
We can see it. Yeah.
So this is where the sun and moon is. And then 22 is where the north node is. So these are the gates that we want to be experiencing. This is the portal in our fields that we want to be entering into. And 22 is the gate of grace. And 52 is the gate of stillness. So it's a really cool, powerful time to get in touch with our higher self and just be present and listen.
Wow. Super.
Come on, guys. That's sexy.
Am
Am I the only one who finds this sexy?
That's your Taurus. That's your Taurus.
Oh, da, da, da.
So number 10, is there anything from that chart that you think would make a good question for the Femi about what's going? Is this is this a question of opportunities? Is this a question of being authentic? What sort of question would you want to give to Richard about that chart? Because you obviously know it better than we do, or the possibilities.
Richard, what is the energy for us to focus on at that time period, at the end of
Okay,
the month?
great
Speak up.
question. Oh, we don't want that one?
Because the
Really?
focus is the other side of stillness. So we're putting that together to create
Hi,
that
Salvador
work.
Soul and Universe. Please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to our beloved brothers. So we got Gar, and we got Matan. All right, so tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know. And it's funny because Higher Self wanted my old-fashioned, sticky, bend-in, like used up, like there's a lot of energy. This is the one that I was told to pull. So tell me everything I need. Okay, so we got this one. Yeah, we've been uncomfortable for a long period of time. The Hanged Man. Ooh, being enlightened, the halo right there. So that's the first part. Okay, oh my God, we got the devil that's right there. The devil, the devil, the devil. So being uncomfortable with the devil's sister. Then we got the king of wands, the king of authentic. He does hold everything that is a man that is authentic, creative. He is beautiful. Governments, we got governments right here. Then at the heartbeat, truth, disclosure, the alpha, the ace of swords. So news, truth, information, justice coming in. Bam, 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 bam. That's the heartbeat. Then in a time where people are blasé, bored, they don't even know what they're listening to. Like their cups feel not filled. Okay, I like this. Now, those are all jumpers, my feminine. Now I got three to finish the set, and then I got three for the clarifying spread. Then I got three more in the golden major arcanas because you are all golden beauties, just like Farrah Fawcett over there. I can't help myself. Every time I get an opportunity to bring her name in, I'll do it. Deal with it. All right, so yeah, that's too much. Okay, so let's go for the three last cards. All right, same question, cut, rock, roll. All right, so now for the future, I do have in a time where people are holding to themselves, right, with the Four of Pineapples. You don't know what to do, so you keep what you have, what you believe in. Everything is like you're holding to yourself in a time of survival. Then we do have, because there was a lot, Five of Cups. Debbie Downer, I'm sorry, Debbie, whoever you're listening to, I don't want to use your name, but it's an expression, you know, like, but fives are short-lived in tarot. It is sorrow, it is depression, but look, you're focused on three cups that are spilled, but there's two that have never spilled. This is temporary. This is never years. So in regards to keep to yourself in a time of sorrow because it's not permanent. And then we are victorious. Last night, final card, the Three of Cups. Clarifying, yes, fast-moving information is coming from all kinds of different yes, it is Gaia, it is the universe, it is everyone awakening. That is a second fastest moving card of the tarot deck. First comes the Chariot, then it's the Eight of Wands, and then we got the Heartbeat because something motherfucking sorry. Sorry. Grueling has come to an end. All right. Oh, I can't help. And then, we are reborn with passion, with fire, with creativity. The alpha, a beautiful alpha. This, I think, is my favorite alpha of the four aces. You got cups, you got pentacles, you got swords, and you got Wands. This is my favorite one. Not only is it because it's energy, it's fiery, it's creativity, it's honorability, it is everything that is inner child creation when you are born in the simulation. Now, you thought I was finished? Brace yourself. I got goldens. Would you like to me? Would you welcome me? Let's go. Higher self, our soul, and universe, please give me everything I need to see, share to our golden family with these golden beauties. All right, okay, so we got two that flew out. Coming out of the dark night of the soul, the hermit, once again for the special, second special appearance, calling to the sailors at sea, yes. And then we, oh, the star. Look, she got a boob job because one of the last times I got flanged because of this car. So she's got a black bra. And if I'm going to cover her beautiful, innocent cleavage, she's Dolly Parton now. That means the age of Aquarius. Moving on. We're all magicians. The shackles are being broken. It's rock and roll. Rock and roll. Did that make sense? Did you love it? Did anyone love it? I lose myself in my reading, so I don't even remember the original question.
So did that answer your question, Maten? What did you think of that, Paul, then?
What was the government card, Richard?
The Lovers.
That was after the King of Wands?
Yes. So the King of Wands, so the first row is the past. So we were uncomfortable for a long period of time, getting enlightened in regards to a devil system. And then the King of Wands came in. So when you ask about the government, that's in the now moment underneath.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I have it here. So that was really cool because it does seem like there's a lot of uncomfortable aspects from the past that are going to attempt to trigger us.
Yes.
And it's going to be that kind of dark energy. Oh, like worry. Oh, you know,
fear porn.
Yeah.
It's going to come out at the end of the month. And we want to be centered in that stillness.
We have to be.
The Hermit card, the Star card, and the Magician card of your Goldens says at the end. But that is in the amorphous kind of mess, right? That they're trying to just own our minds with. You know what I mean? With all that mess. So, and the King of Wands was powerful there too for its authenticity, as you were saying. And then the Ace of Swords coming in with the truth. Because it'll be a mix, as always, right? A mix of truth and lies. You know, and if we want to waste our time, we can discern it as we always do, you know, or we can just kind of come into ourselves and connect with our higher self and be still and flow with nature. And those are the main, you know, powerful themes for us to follow this month.
I mean, the message I just got from higher self while the cards were going and you were talking was, this is yet again another month of the dumb elites or trying to deflect us off our path. And as we get closer and closer to the end, they will get more and more desperate in the way they do this. And they'll start throwing so much stuff at us that we won't see the wood for the trees anymore. And it's just, that's the importance of our inner knowings and inner guidance to trust, you know, with the hermit, with the light. It's that, again, 2 readings in a row. Follow your guidance. Let your higher self guide you through what will be another effort for them to bring people back into the 3D who are moving forward onto the 5.
Yeah, well, so good.
That was beautifully said, my gar of love.
Well, it wasn't for me. It was for my higher self.
That's not me.
Wasn't me. Oh, can I scratch it now? Oh, God.
I know. Do you see sometimes when I do my own personal readings, like I reference to you, like with the angel, Gary's got a great that's everything what Gary just said, right, guys? Because truth be told, look, listen, pay attention to what Richard, your brother, your lover, however you see me, pay attention, all three of us. If we don't listen to news, whether it be mainstream or or the YouTube shit, do we really see the panic in our lives? I haven't seen real panic in my life as Richard, your Richard, ever. Not really. I never see like race wars. So what is keeping this war alive? Like it's an interesting subject because I'm very powerful, but I don't see anything. I'm a hairdresser, I'm a oracle, I do tarot readings. I'm aware when I deal with NPCs, but they never challenge me. So what is it? Is it because what we're focusing on, because we're trying to wake up from a dream that's been well, if we're questioning it, we're already aware. Stop listening. Wake up. And I mean that with a lot of love, right? Because I love all of you with all of my bloody heart. Oh, that was UK bloody.
We
Because you say
understand in the
blood,
UK.
yeah, and because really, I don't know, I don't see anything in my life, right? So maybe if I tap into it, I attract it into my life. Again, I bring out these three cards coming out of the slumber. And then we got Age of Aquarius, the ongoing healing. And then we have the magic within us, as above, so below. We can manifest every single thing that we want, right? And okay, look, guys, for those of you who have had issues, I'm not raining on your situation. That's not my intention. Sometimes we can just like create things because we're focusing on things stuck in traffic. Perhaps. I don't know everything. I never said I know everything. I don't. I know what I know. And, it's always evolving. But I do know that my mission here, like everything that I ever done as a fetish model, as a drug addict, and becoming sober and being your richer, like I'm here for you. And if I have a voice and I have beautiful connections and collaborations with other divine masculines, as Gary and Methem, guys, like, we're not sponsored. We don't have to do this. I get the Dolly Parton boobs. Anyways, the end. I love you. I'm sorry I got like
No, that's fine. Because what you were talking about, and I'm gonna ask Maten this in a second. What I got from what you were saying, because I could feel the channeling, was we have a perception of fear.
Yes.
It's a perception. It's not a reality. It's a perception. And remember, we are the creators of this universe. We create our realm. We create what the dumb elites can't. And so they trick us and use us by this perception of fear to create the one thing that we're scared of because they can't do it. And so it is the magician. It's smoke and mirrors. Because once you understand the game of the magician has no more cards. He has nothing up his sleeve anymore because we see the magician for what he is, because we are the magician in reality. And again, it's just another reflection. It's just another duality from one thing to the other. But it's looking in the mirror and seeing the magician coming back at you and knowing that you have that power and strength.
Yes.
What do you think, Maten?
Let me relate this real quick to the story I'm reading right now on my channel. So I'm reading this story called The Invention of Morale. And as you hear me read it, you realize that there's no secure ontology in the world of this character. The character is claiming that he's a fugitive and he's on this island and he's seeing all
Mm.
these people and he's falling in love with this woman. But is there really any people there on the island? It's kind of
Yeah.
like he's lost in a fantasy, or maybe he already died, or maybe he's somewhere else inventing this adventure and pretending it's real to us. We don't really know as you listen to the story. And so it creates this contrast and realization between us and our minds, and how our minds can put us into these fantasies where we think we're not the magician, where we think we're not the actuating force or agency in our
Mm.
reality. And so as you hear these stories, and all the stories I read are about this same concept. It's just a hammer on the head, the same concept of how powerful and how susceptible humans are to projecting the fantasy of agency onto something else, onto a good guy or a bad guy or the villain, or you know what I mean? And the polarity of the villain and the hero, and who's the real villain and who's the real hero. And so when it comes down to it, the realization is always the same, that this is all very nice and creates a nice fun. I mean, in a way, the deletes are creating for us a kind of fun show that we can
It
choose to watch
is.
when we want to, and
Yeah.
then just turn it off. We don't need to indulge. They're actually great entertainers in a way. You know what I mean? Always fucking with us, always this
Like
show or
Netflix.
that. Yeah, 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 right. That's what it is. That's really what it is. It's fucking nonsense, It's just absurdities. So I bring it back to what I'm reading because to me, it really just helps remind me, oh yeah, I'm stuck in my fantasy. Oh, I'm bullshitting right now. I'm lost. Let me come back to self. Let me come back to real agency. My choice to be where I want to be in a fantasy or in presence with how I feel and feeling what I feel and whatever that needs to be for the moment.
Mm.
That's it.
Beautifully put.
So, yeah, I'll leave it at
Yeah.
that.
I love that. I just lost myself in all your talking. I was mesmerized
It's a
by your
wordsmith.
intellect and your beauty. Like this guy,
I know, I
huh?
know. I mean,
Yeah.
something that struck me the other day, I was watching a new Star Wars program called Andor.
Oh, you're
And
watching Andor.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
That's a
love
series on Disney, Paramount, Disney.
I think
I
it's on.
don't know.
Yeah.
I may have watched it through other
I have
ver-
to buy
I
it to
just
watch it.
it just happened to be on something I was watching, they won't go in that one. But I was watching it, and as the observer of this thing playing out, it was quite interesting where I was getting the parallels. And there's one point where the press, who are controlled by the Empire, are putting this analogy out about this planet that they're going to the Empire is going to ultimately destroy and take over.
Uh-huh.
And the press are whipping up this fear. And I'm sitting there observing this, thinking, well, that's exactly what they're doing in real life. And but when people are watching something like Andor, they can see it in front of them that it's not real. But when it happens to them in real life, they can't see it for what it is. And it's like I don't understand that. It's so obvious both ways that they're both of them are mirrors of exactly what's happening in this world
Yeah.
at the moment, but because it's on the TV, people can like the goodies and the baddies. They instinctively know who to go for, and they'll support and cheer for the goodie. And
Yeah.
they'll get out of the cinema, say after watching Star Wars, and then they'll support the baddie in their totalitarian system of repression. And you just think, what did you just watch for the last hour and a half, 2 hours? Did you not learn anything from it?
But not everyone is real either. Let's not forget the NPC program.
I know,
There's that.
but it's so obvious to me, and maybe that's just me, just but the observation of this of these press people were lying. And then when it went to like the Congress, the political thing, all the brought politicians, and you just look at it and you just think, wow, this is absolutely exactly what's happening in this world at the
Yes.
moment. You know, you couldn't be more plain if you
Right.
You could say more clear if you had a sign. You
Yeah.
wore a bodysuit and the whole,
Yeah.
went around
Like
everywhere.
a cheerleader with big
Hello.
bounce, bounce.
Yeah. Woo, woo. Well, yeah. No, what? Oh, I can't see anything. You know.
Yeah, we were taught in our literature courses that representation is not reality. So postmodern literature likes to present realities, multiple realities, falling in on themselves, and 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 kind of centralize the idea that this is just representation. This is not real this or real that. And yet what we're experiencing in this reality is that everything is a reality layered on top of another reality, layered on top
And
of
it
another.
never ends. That's
Yeah.
the thing. There's no ceiling, there's no wall, there's no flooring, there's no boxing. It's ongoing. We were always made to believe that there's a border. Bullshit.
Yeah. It's in the mind. The border's in the mind. Everything's
Yes.
in the mind.
And the
prisons,
mind is collapsing, guys. We're waking up. We're waking up from the dream. We are creation. We are creators. We created this simulation, guys.
Just waking
It's
up.
a great awakening, isn't
Yeah.
it, Ger? Meten.
It's understanding that we are the power of this realm. We're the true power. I mean,
Yes.
completely the true power. We're sovereign beings with infinite power, and we can create and do whatever we want. And the only limitation, and I mean that in a good way, as in do no harm to others, following, the law of the universe, But we have ultimate power to do whatever we want. And the thing that stops us is this thing here, because somebody said to us we couldn't, and we believed.
Yeah.
There's a way to see this. We could say all this, but it's not really true for anyone unless they're doing it. Unless they can see their own prisons of their mind and walk out of it. So it is a very individuated experience in that sense. And as humanity, like, we can observe this and see, because it seems the program is the program. And it seems our freedom is us being us within that program. And where we can take that, because our perception is everything, So yeah, so we'll see. We'll continue to experiment with this reality, see what we can come up with.
Superb. Well, with that, I think we've got to a natural ending. So everybody, please like, share, and subscribe to Meten of Pluton Explained. He's got an awesome channel, and the stuff he reads, the books he reads, have all got deep meanings, multiple meanings, and it's a well thought out. It's a proper thinker's channel almost, but with the amazing human design and the looks into that with the astrology. Really,
we love Meten.
Really is one to check out. And also, please like, share, and subscribe to Richard Cardinal. I don't know who he is. Never come across the bloke before.
Never met him.
No,
He's
apparently
like
pulls a
that
few cards and
psychopath on
stuff.
the highway.
Yeah.
But,
No.
No, not more cards. That's okay.
No, please like, share, and subscribe to Richard. Again, he's awesome. He's doing some amazing interviews at the moment. He did one with Honey the other day. It's really worth checking out. Very interesting stuff. Again, going through all the concepts that we're talking about here, that human design is talking about, and that the cards are talking about. So it all links in. And please like, share, and subscribe to me at Alternative Interactions, not Gaga. That's my name. New name. No, it's Alternative Interactions. We really do appreciate the support you give us. We read all your comments, and we love you all dearly. And thank you very much for watching and joining this on this journey, this amazing journey we're having. So, any last words, guys?
Yes, all of you are our sisters, our brothers, and this is why we keep doing this. We are going to make it. We are in the golden restored republic. We got this, guys. There's no more worries. So let's rock and roll and say a beautiful farewell to our special guest, Matan.
Anything else,
Hi,
Matan?
Matan.
No,
See you
no.
guys.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Everybody.
Love, light, and
We
blessings,
love you.
everyone.
Sweat Rock, till you drop. We love you back. Rock and roll.
Bye.